I'm Bill Saporito, Assistant Managing Editor of Time Magazine, and I've been editing the Intelligent Cities series that has run in our magazine and will continue to run for the next couple of months. Well, an intelligent city is one that's rich in information, and I'm cheating because I deal in information, but I really think that's true. It's one where people from every level can have the data, the news to make their lives better, to understand what's going on around them and react. Well, I think access is a barrier, that there's a concern that not everyone has access, and that's something that's got to be addressed, and I think it will be addressed as the price of technology comes down. It can be driven to the lowest levels. So that's a big issue. And then engaging people. How are you going to do that? There are so many different ways of doing it right now, and I think there's a lot of noise in the channel. There always is, but now we've reached peak levels of noise. How do you get through it? How do you get really to concentrate on the stuff you need to really focus on? Well, I think we're only at the beginning of this. We're getting to the low-hanging fruit. So in cities like London and cities like New York, it's okay, when is the train coming? I mean, because you have transit systems that are 100 years old, and now you're sort of bringing them up to speed because you've got the data that's there. You can use it to know where your buses are at every moment. You can understand traffic patterns. You can change lights with them. So you can do, again, this is sort of the low-hanging fruit right now, is how can I get from place A to B faster without running into a traffic jam, without hitting a subway line that's down. So now I think the question is, how fast can we get to the next level? How fast can we get people rapidly rallying around an issue? And for instance, the snowstorm in New York City, which happened recently, dumped 2 feet of snow on the city. New York City was paralyzed, and this was sort of a shock to people. How can a city that's so well run, and it is, just stop? Well, perhaps we're not using the information and the data that's been collected as effectively yet, but here's a situation where, okay, it's an emergency, how can we react quicker? And, so that's one area, and I think just engaging more people more often and really understanding what is going on in the environment. What is driving decisions at City Hall? What is driving decisions down the street? I think the more information people have, the better citizens they'll be. The better their lives will be if they absolutely know how to, if they understand how to use information well, their lives will improve. The most important thing is understanding your environment, what's out there. I mean, let's think about even predicting the weather. Is that 100 years ago, you looked at the sky, you maybe had a barometric reading, and now you have so much more information. You have a better idea of what's coming, and I think that's really important. If I have a better idea of what's coming, I can plan for it. It doesn't always work all the time, but I can at least try to plan for it, and I think that's really the most significant positive thing I see about it.